Okay, Mom, so your parents had 7 children that lived, 8 altogether, and 7 that lived. So what was home life like with your mom and dad?
Well, when they had 3 children, Mama's father gave them 5 acres of land that had a house on it, 3 bedroom frame house. And so that was the only place I ever lived because they had moved there before I was born.
Well, so the first 3 were Cat and Jim and Lib, or Cat and Lib and Jim?
Lib and Jim. And Mary Pewitt, the sister who died, and Deanie, me, Tom, John, and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama's father didn't believe in banks for saving money, so if he had any extra money, he bought land. So he owned many plots of farmland and lots of just wooded acres, all on all sides of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So
your folks moved into this house on 5 acres.
yeah, and there were pastures all around. My family didn't own all of them, but they had joined them, so we played wherever we wanted to.
Uh-huh.
But at home, we had just fireplaces to heat in the wintertime because it didn't get near as cold as it gets up here.
Yeah.
So Papa would get up and make a fire in Mama and Papa's bedroom, because it was a large room, had 2 double beds and a crib in it, and we all kept a fire going in there all the time in the wintertime.
Oh.
And had a lot of small chairs that Papa, after he got the things going, the fire going in the kitchen stove, he'd come back and have all these little chairs in a semicircle around, and he'd be in the middle and help us get dressed, because we wore long johns and long stockings, black stockings, I remember.
Did you have those button-up shoes?
No,
No.
I don't remember
That was
those.
before your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you the girls wore dresses? So long johns and stockings and dresses.
Yeah, we couldn't even wear jeans that Jim had discarded or anything, because girls didn't wear pants. So anyway, Papa would help us all get dressed, and then he'd go out and fry the bacon and the eggs.
What was Mama doing all this whole time?
She was out there making biscuits because he insisted on having hot biscuits with his bacon and eggs, or sausage and eggs and
So that
stuff.
was the trade-off. He dressed the children while she made
Yeah.
hot biscuits. Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, the way it went.
Yeah.
But he would take time off at the store in the summertime. Every Tuesday afternoon, he would lock up the store, and we'd all go out to the river or somewhere else, and we learned to swim out there.
Oh.
That red river.
Yeah.
And so we went on picnics, and he liked to go on trips in the summer.
Oh, I'm getting ready to go on a trip myself.
Oh, yeah.
Where did he like to go?
He liked to go up into the mountains and see all the places he'd ever heard of.
Oh.
And he always took ingredients to make his favorite breakfast.
Well, would he go kind of camping, you mean?
Well, no, we would stay in hotels at night, but then we'd get up and ride around in the mountains, and he'd see a place he liked, and he'd go up and ask if he could cook breakfast. And so we
Now,
would,
was this like a park? Or just somebody?
No, just somebody with a big front yard, you know, and they always let us. I remember the first time one woman gave us a quart of cherry preserves, the best thing I'd ever tasted. But we'd do that, and if he would see good Gulf filling station or just a gas pump out in front of a store out in the country,
Yeah.
he would make some excuse and stop and leave Mama and all of us kids in the car, and he'd go in because he just loved to talk to people from all over, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so we did that for vacations real often.
Uh-huh. Sounds like fun.
But then sometimes Mama had a sister who was a doctor and married a preacher and lived down near Fayetteville, North Carolina. So we'd go down there sometimes to visit, and Mama would take a couple of the younger children. And
Did she drive?
no,
Uh-huh.
Papa would drive us down there.
Uh-huh.
It was a couple 100 miles from home.
Yeah.
But this uncle loved the beach, so he would pile us all in a car and go to Fayetteville, and we'd get on a train early in the morning and drive to Wrightsville Beach down near Wilmington, and we'd spend the day at a
That
beach.
sounds pretty nice. Is that Nita Lacey's dad?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then we'd get home late at night, but just have a great time. And I remember my shoulders would start burning from sunburn, you know,
Yeah.
on the way home. But
Well, now I guess I know where we get our love for driving around. I think it's genetic.
yeah.
Well, shall we continue another day?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.